MP,
What's going
great
on,
to
man?
finally meet you.
Pleasure's all mine, man. Hey, I read the article about you in the pen down. You're one data-obsessed cat, man.
Well, you can never have too much data. I'm glad you came. Look, this Shep thing, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. We're gonna need to put in some work to make sure it doesn't have a negative impact on the start of your career.
Okay, yeah, so just like work hard, play well, make people forget Shep ever existed.
Yes and no. Let's say we put you in the starting lineup tomorrow and you stumble a little bit. Normally, no big deal. But 68% of our fans wanted Shep, and of that 68%, 95% have a highly unfavorable opinion of you.
Okay, so that's basically corporate speak for they hate my guts.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which means it becomes a story. Papers in this town are out for blood. I'm sure you saw the top take segment.
Oh, I did.
Okay, look, there's no reason to think that you're not going to take off right out of the gate. But any hiccup in your play, and we've got a distraction on our hands. It's bad for your growth, bad for team chemistry, and it makes Phil Boyer look bad. He stuck his neck out for you on draft night.
Okay, so what's the solution?
Glad you asked. We focus on the fan base, and we develop a strategy to win their affection.
Okay, it sounds like my playing time is based on what? If I can make the fans like me or not?
I know, it's ridiculous, but everything's connected.
Okay.
If we don't deal with this in a holistic manner, it could affect the bottom line. When the bottom line's affected, governors aren't happy. When the governors aren't happy, nobody's happy.
I just want to be a pillar in the community. So if we can make that happen as part of that, I'm in. I don't want to do a bunch of PR fluff, though.
Same page, 100%.
Okay.
And I've already talked to your team about all of this. Impressive group of people, by the way. And they're going to take the lead on it, but my door is always open.
Freddie, I really appreciate your transparency, man.
I'm just doing my job. Just doing my job. Believe me, it's an honor to work with someone as talented as UMP. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can accomplish together.
You're here nice and early. Love to see it.
Just doing my job, Coach.
Humble and hardworking. Both qualities we'd like to see in a draft pick. But you already knew that. Let me show you the locker room.
Let's do it.
So obviously you've seen one of these before. Nothing too unusual. Your locker's over there.
The one with my name on it, right?
Quick study. We put the starter's name on the whiteboard over here before every game. Coach likes to keep things regular, but obviously injuries happen. People perform or they don't, so it'll change from time to time.
All right, well, hopefully it changes sooner rather than later.
You keep doing the right things, you'll be there sooner than you think.
Hey, that's the plan.
All right, hey, come on, let me show you my office. Come on in.
Cool.
Now, I know you're anxious to find out how you're going to fit into the rotation.
Coach, man, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hyped, man. You got no idea.
Like I said, we wanted to see how you performed under pressure, so we put a lot of weight in your performance in the Summer League Championship.
Yeah, you were very clear about that.
Communication is super important in this organization, so I am glad to hear you say that. And I'm also glad to let you know that you'll be our 6th man to start the season.
6th man. Okay, can't be mad at that.
I thought you'd be a little higher in the joy scale than can't be mad at that.
Joy scale. Coach, you a life coach on the side? Getting a little pocket money there?
Yeah, I joke when I'm upset too.
I'm not upset. It's just I haven't come off the bench since my freshman year of college. And before that, never, really.
I get that. But 6th man at this level is a big responsibility. People have long careers in that role, and you haven't even played a game yet.
I feel you, man. It's just I have high expectations for myself, and I'm not exactly at a 10 on the joy scale just yet.
I get it, 100%. Honestly, I'd be concerned if you didn't feel that way. You want to make it here, you got to have a hunger to be the best.
I mean, if you're not competing to be the best here, what are we doing?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Exactly. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to get dressed, you know where your locker is, and once you're ready to head to the court, it's the tunnel across from the locker room. Any questions?
Coach, yeah, I'm ready. Let's get it.
See you out there.
2K fans? Big Pat here, public address announcer for your Charlotte Hornets for nearly 20 seasons. Well, I'm back this week to help you pick your final contender for the top play of the year. Let's see your last set of contenders for 1 million VC. Come here.
Had to get that one, bro.
From season
Here is the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. At small forward, Isaac Okoro. Basketball fans, it's the starting lineup for your Toronto Raptors. The big man, 7 feet.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day. And before we tip, let's welcome in our sideline report.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, NBA debuts are always special, and MP is making his tonight. The 18th overall pick, MP still has a lot to prove.
I can see that. Thanks, David. Sounds like MP already has some critics.
Yeah, but I think that'll help MP. Fuel him.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. The defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Garland is out there with Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. And for Toronto, Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot.
And there's one error.
Substitution on the court.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Osman, the pass to Rubio.
2 minutes.
Here's LeVert for the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
3 points.
And that'll tie this game up. The IGA they have, and the draft's been essential to the rebuild effort in Cleveland.
And they've been so smart about it. You look at the guys they brought in, Mobley, Garland, Sexton. They nailed just about every one of their selections.
Porter's checked in for Toronto. And Cleveland also making a change. Neto's checked in. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. The try by Rubio. Here's Osman. The jumper's good from inside 6 feet.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pass to Anunoby. With the teardrop. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Rubio with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Rubio the pass to Allen. Over Jones. Toronto grabs the miss.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Anunoby finds Young, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Chris Boucher's checked in for Thaddeus Young. And the Cavaliers with possession. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. LeVert against Porter. Passes it to Osman. Shoots over at Chua. And it's Osman missing. Toronto trailing. Here's Anunoby. And the layup falls.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen. I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Anunoby. Stolen by Rubio. Gets it off. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Cleveland ahead. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Raptors.
And some good action in the books. Changes for Toronto. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Purtle. OG Anunoby comes in for Barnes. And Jones subbed in for Trent. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Allen. You can feel the excitement for the new season. And, Greg, when you were playing, is there an opening day that really stands out in your mind?
Back in '95, I think it was, when we started the season with back-to-back wins. And the team was feeling good. Then we promptly lost 21 straight.
The forwards are Anunoby and Siakam. Jones is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Young in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Raptors trail by 14. Here's Anunoby. Jones trying to get open. Anunoby, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher. David, thanks. He's studying the greats, and it's paying off. Greg, an outstanding scorer. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level in the playoffs, doesn't he?
And Kevin, how about all of his averages come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight. And like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason.
Raul Netos checked in for Donovan Mitchell. Here's Rubio. Mobley trying to free himself up. Rubio misses. Raptors trail by 16. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Tries a 3. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Rubio's got his first 3 points of the game.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter. Didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them. And now they're showing what they can do offensively.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. Osman kicks to Neto. Oh, good with the triple.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Anunoby, good.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Cavaliers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
He hits both from the stripe.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. VanVleet against Rubio. And again, Toronto with the triple.
So important as a point guard in a pick-and-roll play to understand when it's your turn to score it. Fred VanVleet does just that.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Cavaliers ball.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
One thing you know, Ricky Rubio is a hard worker and a terrific leader. This is a guy who wants to make the players around him better.
We've reached the end of the first half of play. Cavaliers lead by 15. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
Cavaliers, 46.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Tipping off the second half, here's... Changes for Toronto. Young's checked in for Pirtle. OG Anunoby comes in for Scotty Barnes. And Jones subbed in for Trent. Cleveland also making some changes. Osman comes in for Evan Mobley. And Caris LeVert subbed in for Okoro. Jones dishes to Young. Now the pass to Van Vliet. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Van Vliet's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I think any time you can stretch your NBA career over a decade, that is a serious accomplishment. Consider Thaddeus Young, 16th year in his career. Incredible.
As for Thaddeus Young, a big contributor everywhere he's gone.
Greg, this guy, 13 straight years, averaging double digits in scoring. He was a starter in many of those seasons, and now kind of assumes that role of the grizzled veteran, passing on all that hard-earned wisdom.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Achua, he's checked in for Young. And Chris Boucher's subbed in for Pascal Siakam. Jones up top, covered by Rubio. The Raptors rebound. Van Vliet against Mitchell. Achua doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Allen. It's LeVert on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. Mitchell wide open. Gets to the corner and buries it. 25 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Van Vliet passes to Achua. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Jones. Again, the miss by Jones. The Cavaliers leading by 16. From 10 feet out. And it's Allen with the jam.
Well, so often we're talking about Jared Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
Pass to Boucher. Back to Jones. Lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got his 2nd basket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Mitchell way outside. It's off. And so it's Cleveland with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Back to the action in... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And in this era of positionless basketball, course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Gary Trent is out there with Jones, and it's Pirtle in at the center. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Garland dishes to Mitchell. Allen kicks to Okoro. Passes it to Garland. The 3.
They're still struggling to find the bottom of the net from three-point range this half. They were much better in the first.
Jones the pass to Barnes. Stolen by Okoro. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
There's a physicality and a frame that Donovan Mitchell possesses that allows him to get himself to the free throw line.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Growing up around New York City, Doris, Donovan Mitchell was around pro sports as a kid.
He sure was, Kevin. His dad obviously worked in baseball. Donovan spent a ton of time in big league locker rooms. And how about this? During the 2010 famed decision from LeBron, Mitchell was actually in the crowd listening to it.
And Okoro throws it down.
And this is why guys love playing with Donovan Mitchell. Can he score it? Yes. But he loves to set his teammates up.
Jones in the post, guarded by Garland. Kept alive, Pirtle. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Barnes. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. 7 points for Scotty Barnes.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
Oh, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. 22 is their biggest lead. Okoro passes to Garland. Okoro kicks to Garland. 6 to shoot. Mitchell against Trent. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Doris, the NBA keeps talking about the idea of an in-season tournament, taking a cue, I guess, from European soccer. Do you like that? Do you think it would work?
Well, the European soccer situation has the advantage of tradition and history. There's meaning behind it.
Frank, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors. But it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Owen.
Hey, everyone.
Tough loss tonight, MP. I'm sure that's not how you wanted to start your NBA career.
Nope, John. It's definitely not.
What gives you confidence that your next game will end on a more positive note?
The work I put in. I take my craft seriously, and I maximize my efforts each and every day. So if the results aren't there, that's unfortunate, but I always make sure I put myself in the best possible position to succeed. The results will come.
So your preparation gives you confidence. Makes perfect sense. Wishing you luck in your next one.
Appreciate it, John.
There were a lot of media outlets in the preseason that made a big deal about the fan base's so-called negative reaction to you on draft day. But I did see quite a few people in the stands supporting you. Could you speak a little bit about that?
Community. Community is everything to me, so it's very important for me to have the fans on my side. You know, with that being said, it's only up to me to give them a reason to cheer, to smile, to have something to look forward to, you know, and with the season only just starting, you know, I'm not surprised if they're not fully on board yet.
Okay, but is it fair to you to have to prove yourself like that? Is there any part of you that wishes you were perhaps given the benefit of the doubt?
I mean, is it fair? I don't know. John, life ain't fair. You know, my parents used to always tell me that when I felt bad for myself.
Wise words.
Truly, you know, but as far as, you know, getting the benefit of the doubt goes, I'm more comfortable being in a position where I got to prove myself. Always have, always will. You know, that's just a natural part of sports. You know, first you got to prove yourself to your teammates that you can be trusted to deliver. Then, if you do that and get results, the fans will follow. So I'm not really worried about it.
Cool as a cucumber. I'm sure the fans will love that quote, MP.
Yeah, man.
Hey, thanks for your time.
Anytime, brother. Seems like we're done here, huh? All right. See you guys later. Okay.